Hi everyone, I'm Brooke Falls, and today I'm going to talk about the Herzbergs two-factor theory. It was originally developed to understand workplace motivation, but as I learned more about it, I realized it actually fits really well into the world of education and into the classroom. It's especially useful when we think about lesson planning, classroom management, and creating a space where students actually want to learn. So here's the basic idea of the theory. Herzberg believed that what motivates people isn't just one thing, it's actually two different sets of factors that affect how we feel about work. The first is often called the hygiene factors, which don't really motivate anyone, but if these factors are missing, people get frustrated or disengaged. And the second set is called motivators. These are the things that create genuine satisfaction and the want and the energy and purpose to what they're doing. And what's really interesting is that just fixing hygiene factors doesn't automatically create motivation. You need both the factors to make it work. So now we're going to talk about how it applies to the classroom. So if we think of hygiene factors as the groundwork for a learning environment, this includes things like a safe and clean classroom, clear behavior expectations, consistent routines, access to materials, and fair rules and grading. When these are all in place, students feel stable and secure. But if they're not in place, and if rules are inconsistent, the classroom feels chaotic, or students don't know what's expected of them, their motivation will drop fast. So hygiene factors don't make students excited, but it keeps them out of frustration and keeps the stress away. So it creates like a neutral or positive environment that makes the learning possible. Now let's look at motivators. This is where the real engagement is. So these are things that help students feel a sense of purpose and growth. So things like opportunities to take ownership in the projects, positive feedback and recognition, setting personal learning goals, and connecting the material to real-world situations. When students feel like what they're doing matters and that they're progressing, they become way more engaged. It's no longer just about avoiding punishment or earning a certain letter grade. It's about wanting to learn. So here's how I thought about it if I were to use it into my classroom management. So step one, when I would set the foundation, I would make sure routines are clear, materials are available, and the classroom feels predictable and respectful. And that's the hygiene side, just keeping things smooth so everybody knows where things are, doing things at a certain time, and all the routines. And step two, I would build in motivation. So I'd use student interests, give choice when possible, highlight growth, and recognize effort rather than just giving them a grade. Like recognize that they tried. So that taps into real motivation. And it's easy to focus on one or the other, but when you combine the both, that's when the students really start to do their best and thrive in the classroom. And what I appreciate about Herzberg's theory is that it reminds us motivation isn't just about fun activities or handing out rewards. It's about removing the barriers to learning and creating opportunities for students to feel successful and valued in the classroom. When both of the sides, hygiene and motivators, are working together, you can see this shift in the classroom. It's not just in behavior, but in how students feel about being in the room, working together in projects, and things like that. And that's it. Thanks for listening.